Hi, Taurus, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your weekly tarot reading for the week of December 27th, 2021 to January 2nd, 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. And I want to remind you, as always, this is a general weekly read. So just take what resonates and leave what doesn't for somebody else. Let's not stress over what doesn't resonate. All right. But we're implementing 2 new additions to these weekly reads moving forward. One of which I used to do in this channel if you've been with me for a while. We're re-implementing the song of the week. Essentially, I'll have Spirit, before the set of weeklies, shuffle to pick a song to speak upon your week. And I'll put that song after mentioning it in the description box below for you to look up the lyrics or listen to it however it works for you or you feel guided to. And then at the end of the reading, you'll have to stick with me until the end. We'll have you think of a yes or no question. And with this crystal necklace, which I use as a pendulum, it works for me. We'll give you that answer, some clarification on that yes or no question. All right. So just spicing things up a little bit here on the weekly reads. And with that said and done, let's actually discuss the song first before we aim down. You got Keep It Mellow featuring Omar Linx by Marshmello. Interesting. So it's a week where you're just trying to keep it mellow. You might feel that you're the one sort of trying to keep things calm in one way, shape, or form in a situation or multiple, or in a connection. Okay, but let's aim on down and pull some cards. Alrighty, we're going to begin by pulling the overall focus slash energy or message, if you will, from the Green Witch Oracle deck. Bear with any background noise if you can hear it. You might be dealing with a noisy environment. For my lovely Tauruses, for the 27th of December to January 2nd, from the Green Witch Oracle deck. Communication is the overall focus for your week. I'm hearing take it step by step when trying to accomplish all you have on your plate or feel you need to fulfill in one way, shape, or form. I feel like you're developing into agreement with yourself or with spirit in the universe. You could most definitely be signing an agreement, a contract for a job or just an apartment or a house or something of the sort. But it feels more so a lot of us Tauruses thinking about an agreement that we want to come to be in the near future. You're going to see a lot of feathers this week, or just have one significant moment where you see a feather. Something about the color red or just fire energy colors like red, yellow, and orange you'll be feeling very drawn to, feeling the need to keep things passionate, at the very least with communication. There's a huge focus on Taurus's communicating this week. Excuse me, I said that really weird. Through your work, through your job, pushed from the universe to get your voice out there in a lot of ways. Communicating with a potential loved one or that individual you're wrapped up with, even family members, co-workers for some of you, friends. I feel like friends is more minimalized in the communication category in comparison to the rest, but talking a lot this week, as you can hear, it's coming quite easily to me to just rant almost endlessly. Be careful of the run-on sentences, the endless rants. You may lose somebody as they are sort of digesting what you're saying, and then it goes on for so long that they just are missing key parts of what you need to sort of get out there or have them absorb once again. Interesting. So let's continue and pull the main part of the reading from the Tarot of Dreams deck. I'm now being drawn to the quill, is that what it's called? The ink set here with the feather. I feel like a lot of Tauruses will be pushed to write or draw to express yourself on paper. Could be paint, but it feels more so drawing or writing for Taurus. Wow. Yeah, things could be feeling a bit feistier. You could find there's a feisty energy in your midst. I think that came out in one of your recent readings. That was a very nice feeling with the way the star card just came out. It's kind of refreshing. Okay, we have all 6. The 8 of Swords, there's definitely a focus this week on an environment or a situation in general that's leaving you feeling a bit restricted or trapped and desiring, look at the energy, the red color, the orange color, once again being very attracted to that this week, wanting to sort of develop, move towards a passionate fresh start sooner than it's meant to happen, knowing intuitively it's around the corner, just down the line on the horizon for you, being reminded, just sit tight, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep your head held high and just at times swallow your pride and just do what you got to do. You'll get through this restricting situation, as it feels like it's moving too slowly. But I feel like if you run an online business, that's not moving slowly in any way, shape, or form. It's a big reason why you're busy and just trying to stay passionate. But at the very least, it feels like you long for more. Understandable. What that situation is, of course, will vary from Taurus to Taurus. But we have death. I'll clarify this one, but I feel like you begin the week feeling a bit depleted. Not sort of lacking that focus on your own version of justice, but needing to have pushed to stay more balanced, to bring balance back. Wow, bear with the background noise if you heard that scream. But I do feel like you just keep plugging away even if you're feeling depleted or stressed out in one way, shape, or form. Okay? There's a focus on you wanting a tower moment, all right? Or feeling a bit depleted due to spirit, pushing you to focus on a past tower moment in one way, shape, or form. It doesn't feel like, once again, that if it's about the future, about when you desire, it doesn't feel like it's coming to be anytime soon or right around the corner, but it will happen when it's meant to. Remember divine timing, but you could just be feeling like, I don't need to continuously remember what took place and came to an end, didn't work out in the past for one reason or another. For some of you Tauruses, it could be the beginning of the week, which is very intense. You're getting reminders from the past, drawn to it, pushed to it through your dreams and whatnot from spirit, but also focus on the past as well. It's just like, you deserve a more simplistic approach or just path towards your success. Feeling like it's been quite complicated up until this point. Knight of Wands. I heard there's a focus on certain obstacles that you have to overcome or have had to overcome up until this point. But so that was the Knight of Wands I just held up. Interesting, because we have the half of the spread is fire energy. Okay, Wands. But so Knight of Wands, just moving passionately towards what you deserve, what you desire, feeling like it's coming easily to stay strong through a business, a project, a hobby, or just developing in one way, shape, or form. It's something, if it's your job, your business, that is just meant to be with you moving forward, regardless of how much space it takes up in your situation. If it's a hobby, it needs to be implemented into your routine, even if it can't be just every single day. You know what I mean? However it works for you, it just feels like you are going after it, impressing people, and just doing what you're meant to in one way, shape, or form. Again, it just is going to give you this level of justice and make you feel a bit more balanced. A reminder through whatever you're creating, developing, or just how you're expressing yourself, that your world is truly changing, and it just reminds you that certain completions from the past are meant to be. It naturally follows that focus on different tower moments kind of beginning to the week. All right, Star. You make your way to wrap up the first half of the week, and this was the one that felt really nice when it sort of came out. It feels like even in a difficult situation, you're healing. You're pushed to keep that hope alive. It feels like a very angelic presence around you or just exuding from you. Trying to be the peace in a situation, making an agreement with yourself to not lose your cool moving forward, or just to not stick with what didn't work, what doesn't work for you in the long run. When the opportunity presents itself where you just feel the time is right intuitively, or the universe tells you that it's the right time, just move on. Okay? It's just out of respect for yourself and your future and whatever you're developing, creating, or once again, how you're expressing yourself. It just feels like a lot of messages are coming and going back to this communication card, right, with the Eight of Wands. And people are just noticing you in the spotlight. Friends, family members, people potentially to date, even maybe one other individual. It just feels like threes and ones and fives will all be seen very often this week. A lot of angel numbers. It's a communication. It's just like continuously reminded that a reminder that you're committed to what you're moving towards. Interesting. That you're connected to spirit. Wow. And that what you're moving towards and developing at this time is spiritually guided, or just there was that push in the beginning when you first started it to do it from them. Okay. From spirit. Wow. And it just feels like, once again, not only is what you're moving towards or just creating at this time very passionate and just helps you feel alive to a certain extent, it's this nice balance between the middle of the first half of the week and the end, where you also are reminded it heals you in a lot of ways. It's like for some of you, you're creating something or you're doing something, working towards it, and it sort of stresses you out to a certain extent. maybe due to outside factors, but then it leaves you feeling passionate and then heals you all at the same time. It's a very powerful situation. Okay. But I just feel like you could be overworking yourself to a certain extent. A select few of you overthinking, but I feel like people just require your services or just want you to help them in one way, shape, or form, or just want to know what you're up to. And all the meanwhile, you're just like keeping to myself, guiding the way for myself, trying to make the best out of this while continuing this, and this. Okay, interesting. I just had 3 thises. Anyways, we're moving on to the 4 of Wands. It came out for a reason. So 4 of Wands, a reminder to begin the second half of the week. Things are aligning. Things are falling into place, even if everything isn't perfect at this time. It's this path to things falling into place that has felt a bit sort of draining up until this point, but it will get better. But for some of you, it will feel a little bit heavy, here and there along the way moving forward. But for the most part, it won't feel as difficult once a big change takes place down the line. But it does feel like it's been a slow sort of pace progress to things falling into place, or you could just find that this is a passionate but slow moving part of the week. It could be both for you. Either way, it's just whatever it is. It could be a business or a project, a job that's now getting off the ground or just doing really well, drawing in a lot of attention, going back to that 3 of Pentacles, but it's been moving so damn slowly, and it's like, hallelujah, things are moving nonetheless. Things are moving just a little bit quicker, which just keeps you moving forward, right? The 9 of Wands. So come the middle of the second half of the week, you're quite depleted. Who would blame you, right? Be having all to accomplish, all that you're trying to move towards, right? All that's on your plate. With the Death card, just feeling like you don't have a lot to give, but you'll still fulfill certain obligations. People will still need your help. It feels like your knowledge and wisdom is coming into play, right? People agreeing to help you as you help them. Interesting. Communication. But all the meanwhile, it's like you may be depleted and just feeling sort of drained in a lot of ways, but you're being viewed as this King of Wands, a passionate, strong, grounded individual, but just that won't give up even when shit just goes wrong, or your life just has 10 million different obstacles, one after the other. A focus on your resilience. Love it. Yeah, a lot of fire energy. You could have heavy fire in your chart or be thinking about one at this point in the week. Page of Swords. Page of Swords. I just heard, what are we learning? Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Learning about a new investment that will happen moving forward. We're learning more about how you're going to adjust your business to keep that progress taking place. I'm being drawn to this community card at the bottom of the Kipper deck. I feel like it has a lot to do with the community you're helping, or just feel wrapped up with or dedicated to at this time, or may sort of get wrapped up with in the near future. You're learning a lot. You're getting downloads. It's feeling like this is sort of keeping that hope alive. All the meanwhile, to finish up the week, it's like, yeah, things are moving quicker. Yeah, you have a lot going on and you're feeling successful, but drained and just that wounded warrior. People are noticing you, but it's still a little bit difficult for whatever reason to keep things optimistic, to keep things, keep that hope alive once again. But you're going to be reminded that you are a star in the making and that things are just going to work out. That communication from Spirit and the universe flows in rapidly at this point to finish up the week, and you're getting clarification or just bits and pieces of what lies ahead. And I feel like that's been happening for a while, a focus on your emotions, but also on the secrecy that you've felt has been between you and the universe, or you and Spirit up until this point. All right? Wow. What a powerful week. Let's pull a Find Your Happy card or two for Taurus. We've got 2. My life is a courageous, creative adventure, and when I follow my heart, I am abundant, successful, and free. And every next level of my life will demand a different version of me. Absolutely. That's going to be a message for you this week, or a reminder, if you will. Okay? And definitely make sure you're living your life in this way, a creative adventure, while being reminded that you're courageous and don't give up. Okay? So I hope you've thought of a yes or no question. If not, take a hot second to do just that. Alrighty, for Taurus. Okay, Taurus, you got a yes for your question. Amazing. So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I hope you have the most amazing week, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Taurus.